This is day 1057 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. If you'd like to sponsor come share more of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi, please come me directly. We very greatly appreciate it. Today we're doing Siman Yodea Siman Sadi Aleph Chav Beis to Chav Ches. Chav Beis. Yesh of the ancients who wrote that which a drop of milk forbids up to 60 zel b'basar behema. That's by animal meat. Avinafa basar chayvot, but if it's meat of a meat of a chicken or a chaya or a fowl, came in the Easter Mirabban. It says Rabban lo ben shishim b'chaticha butter barov. Don't eat 16 apiece, but it's butter barov, and that is certainly not what we hold. This his name now goes to street. They are astonishing. As you custom of Rambam practice, the Rambam writes explicitly the Gamba basar of also been the same time. Also, the meat of chicken is also been the same time. It's also even unless there's 60 corresponding. Now the basar of Yechol basar shvat time. He holds that the Isser being the Isser Chatchila prohibition on nullifying or non-nullified prohibition in a mixture doesn't apply to chicken meat. Say Yesh Chokim. K'mishis bar was inside this, and this is machlokes. Besides Rama, all the Rishonim right then in even in this Rabbani Shishim Eichol B'Dover, nobody disagrees. Hilkach Leisel Haydina. Therefore, we reject this premise. When the great Achronim already rejected the Beis Yosef name that goes Hashri. Chav Gimel Torah b'machlokas Rishonim. Torah brings the machlokas to the din chaticha nasis nevela. As we say in Yeshiva Shchanan, in Arukh of Chanan, the issue is some say the Ein Zarek Bas B'Chol, that the entire piece becomes Isser is only by meat and milk. Because each one is mutter by itself. And when they got mixed together, Nasa Isser became a chefza, new chefza of Isser. So all the piece comes to Bela. He gufa Isser. So that is the essence of the prohibition. But any other Isser which is absorbed in a piece of any other Isser which was absorbed in a piece of heter, such as you have a drop of nevela which fell onto a slab of meat. Even though there's not enough in that the substance which is mutter to negate the isser, it becomes us. You would not say it becomes a nevela. The asurim ne isser nivlaba, because only also because of the isser which is absorbed in it. That's more ain't unavailable, but itself is not available. It's just now isser habalua, because of the isser which is absorbed in it. So in this case, therefore, as a result, if the entire non-nullified piece fell to somewhere else, you don't need 60 corresponding to the entire piece. Only corresponding to the prohibited substance which is absorbed within it. That is opinion the Rosh. Come down to Rambam. Since opinion the Rambam. The pasuk Rabbeinu B'Yosef saved out. The basic passage's way. Based Yosef passages is what he said Lashano, and this is what he says. Lo Omer Chaticha that's one Nasavel Ela B'Basar B'Chav. The only time we say that the piece itself becomes a shtik nevela is by Basar B'Chav. Not by other provisions such as kazayis chelav, a kazayis of forbidden fat, shliach chaticha which gets absorbed into a piece of meat, or permitted fat. The violin doesn't have 60 to negate it. Then Nasser became also chachabishla macheros, and then you cooked it with other pieces. Ain tzarich l'shishim. You don't only need 60 kedei kazayis cholav corresponding to the kazayis of milk of chelav, of fat. And then even the piece itself becomes mutter, which is the concept I'm sure he's going to mention about later on. Mutter. It can come out again and diffuse to the proper ratio. Now, since contradict himself on that. And the brackets here. He says, "Hainu so atzmo." He contradicts himself. The conquest of the Asatur the Koi Chanan Efshel Sochtom. That you can this Chanan you can squeeze out this. Right? The Hakol Echad. B'Shonkas of the Aspaiskin the Shtein Yonimim that the post can hold the two different things, Chanan and Efshel Sochtom. But afin lo nemar chanan, even though we say chadira nasavela, kolkam nemar the ifshal so lisoid iser. We'll still say you can't squeeze out the prohibited substance. So per kol basar, fine bach v'duk. Here, that's in one bracket. Now it's another bracket. Ashasi kanyav kasa da kavana shabata barov. That I guess not that it gets squeezed out, but it's bata barov somehow. But that's not the language. Crazy place. Wherever Crazy writes, it's worse. The other thing, it seems like what rewrote is correct. And this is the fact is the meaning of the tas. The Ramban and Rashba, they agree with that opinion we just mentioned. There's no Chanan b'Shar Yisurin. Avo tam 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 Rabbeinu Tam v'chol Rabbeinu Ba'alei Tasteless Mordechai v'Smag Pasuk Choyser min Chanan. We always say by always we say Chanan. V'akas Avechem Migdal Rishonim. One of the great Rishonim wrote the Vade Keinu b'Bechol Yisurin Masina Chanan. The Chaim avoid Yerushalmi the Orla. It's a clear from Yerushalmi the Greason Shel Truma. If you have sprouts or tuma. It's not really sprouts. It's grits. Grits of tuma. Which were cooked with lentils of chulin. And there's not enough in the chulin to negate the tuma. Then you added more non-chuma lentils. So the Rebbe holds that need a second batch of lentils. Yirbu ala chulin the ala chuma. There's more than the chulin and the chuma, which are made there in order to negate them. Really, it's explicit. So I mean, we must take chanat. Located if not case, that was not the case. So the daibo sofa kedei about the chuma. You only have to add in order to negate the chuma, not in order to negate the chulin. That is the Ran, so Perkol Basar. So let's clarify. Definitely the right that there's no Chanan by Shari. So Rak Basar B'chov. Only Basar B'chov mitam she's better because the reason we explained. Hamid Rabbanon, but from Hamid Rabbanon, Gam, I think it should be, it's wrote down here by me. Gamkein, I think it's Gamkein B'chol Yisraim. Do me the Basar B'chov. Say by all Yisraim just like Basar B'chov. Okay, so according to this Taran, we only apply if you cook together. Like the Torah asks a basar b'chala. I was sure that Bishop it's not, but there Bishop lo min Chanan, we don't say Chanan. Fiza im yesh tafek Chanan. There's a question about Chanan. But basar b'chala, if it's case of basar b'chala also, the Avis fake the Raisa, it's a Torah savek. V'shar Yisrael mutter, only Yisrael it's mutter. The Avis fake the Rabbanon, it's only the Rabbanon. The Mikam poskim masha the Gamashar Yisrael the Raisa who the Torah here. But other poskim seem to hold that he mashar is the Raisa, and that remains to be clarified. Bracket says here, Mikom kom ein kushim Yushalmi l'deri shoina. There is no difficulty from the Yushalmi to the first opinion, which is that's the Rabbanon. The Nafarish the La mitam Chanan tzich larbos al dashim. It's not because the Chanan you have to have more. Also, Dashim Chulin ratio, more greater ratio in corresponding to the original non-Truma lentils in the batch. El Mishun's File, Efshar L'Sochta Aser. You know, it's Efshar L'Sochta Aser, you know, it's can't remove the Aser. Vishnei Dvoimen, perhaps the two things, Mosh Kosavnu. The Sharma Mitruma Dashim, and therefore you need some Truma left in the lentils. Ribui. They have any more crazy places Steve caught in men tests. It's very difficult to say that because assuming none of it came out if you need to have lentils corresponding to both the chulin and the truma by definition, assuming none of it came out. Chafei. Yesh Yishom those who say the Isra Rabbanan, I feel Bas B'chov, it's Isra Rabbanan, even Isra Rabbanan Bas B'chov, Lo Min Chanan, we don't say Chanan. That's a Bichodesh. V'rai was em divrei Rambam. Perktas Vav. They bring evidence of Rambam. Shchasa writes Isra shel divreim Isra Rabbanan. Beval Isra Chatchila allowed to be battle Isra Chatchila, as we saw a few sifrim ago. Ketzad how so? Chelav shenafal cholav. Sorry, milk shenafal l'gdei sheish bo basar of, which fell into a pot with chicken meat. Vanessa Tanik there gave a taste in the pot. Marba basar of. You can add more chicken meat. Achvat time to negate the taste. I can't show. Vino marchati chanas this way. We're going to say that it becomes an abela. Renasa kok there an abela. The entire pot became nevela. And therefore you would have to negate not just the original milk, but the milk plus the chicken. So of course this means that certainly if you do made basar by salting and by soaking, kol shein derech bishul, as long as it's not derech bishul, lo min chanan, we don't say chanan. The kol shein mishayis, so by other sim shein rabbanon, the lo min chanan, we don't say chanan by them. Bracket says here lachein av sheyesh mekomas lemashma mehem degam b'derabbanon min chanan. So in the place where it seems to indicate that even by the rabbanon say chanan, kol makom, nevertheless near the ikar kedei odu. That by the rabbanon we don't say chanan. Vayin something or other. Vatik it says here. Taisis Shishonim. That's the idea. Shishonim Kotar. I don't really know. Shwetz Alicha Zeb Lishum Raya wanted to push us off without any evidence. It'd be interesting. No, it is. Maybe it's Chuvas Yud Kuf. No clue. Belishum Raya Ayin Shavduk. And then it says in the second brackets, becoming a trend here, Ayin Tasi Siman Tasi Kondav Ein Raya Dechal. Ein Raya Dechal. I guess the one's bringing evidence. The Chal is made with possible Chal Mamish. Therefore, no evidence can be brought for Chal. Chavav, Rabbeinu Harama, Pasuk Kedei Azui, Pasuk like the opinion, the Bechol Yisrael Mir Chanan, Yisrael Yisrael Chanan, Rak Shol, Sibazar Beit Tanoim. But he added many conditions. The below Zed Lor Mir Chanan, without them, you don't say Chanan, Bezel Shono, but Sif Dalad, this way he says in Sif Dal, Yeshim, some say Darminan, Bechol Yisrael Chanan, the Chain Aminik Pasha, that's the why it's a Minik, but English Shanos. We should not deviate. It's only if the Isser clings to the heter. Skip. Or the entire piece is outside the sauce or the gravy. Nafala Isser is to found it. The part of the piece is inside the gravy. And this is not clinging to it. We don't say chanam. It's time cooked there, and all the pot joins together. To negate the prohibition. Nevertheless, that piece which on which it fell. By other even though the isser is not clinging. Mixes a little bit of piece inside the gravy. Or mina chanan, we do say chanan. Yeshamim the law mina chanan in Yisrael isulach better lach. You don't say chanan by prohibited liquid getting into a permitted liquid. It's chaticha now since velo. Yisrael better lach. Yisrael bakol beheter. And then all get mixed up in heter. You only need the nevatel better acher, another heter. Vein tzarich shlishim rak neged ha'isur. You only need 60 corresponding to the original isur shnafa. Yesh esmocha zeh b'shar isurim. You can rely on this by other isurim. It's tzarich gadol. Tzarich hebs gadol for in case of potential weight loss. Avlo basar b'chalav. And not by basar b'chalav. By liquid milk and liquid meat, you would still say chanan. Yisrael yavish gets mixed up dry and dry. Lo min mashum isur chanan. We don't say any isur chaticha nasavela. V'ayin lekam on simin tzadik tes edin chanan. Klihan period. I guess klihan nesar blias isur. If you have a keli which came also because of the absorbent isur, which is not bata. Lo min bechanan. You only say chanan by foodstuffs. Lo min shishin rak neged isur shbo. Another 60 corresponding to the prohibition that absorbed akal sharo. And that's the quote from the Rav Dvarav Tzuchim Biur. It requires analysis. And he brings that back into the Shach and Taz are astonished with the Ramah. What I think is this filet Ramah holds a bad. They talk Tama call Yisurim Lama Mina Buchanan. Why do we say Chanan by other Yisurim? So he holds the Enkano. This is why the Kamoba Yavish is just like dry and dry. The Batabra, which is negated by a simple rove. Kasa Rosh is the Nepachlios Heter. Rosh says that the prohibited substance becomes Heter because of the bittul. The chain gozla teira. That's the which allows you to eat it. Kasha is barabim. Kasha is barabim kuftes. Gmochin lehefech. So it works the other direction as well. It's like, I guess, habalua, but it's not spelled that way. Hayibola. Hayisa yibola beheter. Anyway, the history gets absorbed in the heter. Ve'ein beheter, the battle is none of the heter to negate it. Never heter, lios kulo us iser. That becomes iser. The converse, flip side of what we just said about iser nepach heter, heter nepach iser. No, before that. In came no shells that rakshin is dapku yachin. There's only going to put up there clinging together. So then becomes like a piece which is completely awesome. Oh, Shalva Khaticha Shchutz, wrote that where it fell on the piece of meat outside the gravy. Even though you might be able to squeeze out, you can't squeeze out. That's it. It's finished. You can't get all of it out. We have a kisser, so therefore, by definition, it's like a clinging isser. Have a cool isser, it's entirely awesome. When part is inside the gravy, I feel Rashi. When Rashi is over the dino kula chutzarotev, even when Rashi holds that it will have the halacha of being outside the gravy. Come, let's. We can't consider it like a clinging prohibition. Mamish, literally. At the time the isser fell in, it had a connection in kol chatichas with the pieces. Al koparim neighbor. But dayenu lachmir, it's sufficient to lachmir, but less also chaticha chalutin, not forbid that piece absolutely. But that's why b'shai so now basachav shatam pashut. Lama Amir Chanan B'chol Gam also. There was obvious what that Chanan should be said. Then no matter what, it's also. B'chein b'isur lach, b'lach. So too by a prohibition, liquid and liquid. Shatam ispashe b'shava b'chol rota. The taste obviously dissipates equally throughout the sauce or the gravy or mashka or the beverage. Lo shakan lo mash isur lo nischat legamre. You can't say here that isur does completely come out because. Nevertheless, Gamkin lo Amir Chanan. Shai Surim, we don't say Chanan, but El Yisurim. Ach negaze Yisvora. But opposite this is as far the Lach Balach Garu Yoser. It's not more lenient. Perhaps it's worse. We believe that's Lach Yobish than moist getting absorbed into dry. The Misham Lo Yispash and Isser B'Shaveh Chol Chaticha. If moist falls on dry, it doesn't spread equally the entire piece. Kanvan, obviously. Those when they're both are moist. This certainly spreads throughout all the heter. No, we don't rely on leniency by lach unless there's a great loss involved. So Yosem have some rubah. I know that. Hefsei gadol, he says, is more than hefsei merubah. I don't know if I'm going to remember that, but that's important. Hefsei gadol is more than hefsei merubah. But how it's different doesn't say it. And then biyavish you by been dry. I feel basachav l'shayich l'mar chanan. It's shalei lo nisai v'atomiklau. It's not even it's granules. It's not. It does taste does get mixed up. L'chein lo amim b'zechnan klau. L'chein b'kli lo shayich l'mar chanan. Also invest in say chanan sheichon l'tzia isay de'agola because Issa can't come out. Efshos like though. By Bekashmir. That's why our post knows that by Arukh HaShulchan. That you do say Chanan by Kli Cheres because you can't get it out. Place verb says Simon Tzadiches Siat Yishma and Sham. Simon Tzadiches is bar Obazai and Sham. We can't clarify it. Bracket says can you leave Einzich Letam Chashiva Shekos Lataz Vashach. And there was something Chashiva, it's not necessary for our purposes.